Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my next Pan Those Eyeshadows update, and as always I'm very excited to share with you where I am with the 5 eyeshadows that I've been working on. This year I am doing the Pan Those Eyeshadows project following kind of Laney's prompt, so I will have her channel listed down below, and I'm sure all of you already know, but this was obviously created by Alexy originally. She isn't doing YouTube anymore, but her channel is still up if you want to check out her original Pan Those Eyeshadows. But I've been doing this for a long time now, and this is the first year I'm doing the prompts, and I'm really getting on with that way of doing this. I have really been enjoying this project, so again I'm gonna jump into the eyeshadows. But before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So as always, we're going to start with the eyeshadow that has been in the longest, and the first one I have has actually been in for 3 months now, and that is the shadow ICYMI, in case you missed it, from the Sweet Talk palette from Colourpop. This is like an orangey matte, and I did actually roll this one in for orange matte, and this is what it looked like last month. So at that time I had used this one 10 times, so I had 10 more uses or pan in order to roll this one out, and this right here is where I am with this eyeshadow today. So hopefully you can see there that I do have a baby pan in this eyeshadow, and I'm very excited about it. I wasn't expecting to pan on this one before the 20 uses, to be honest. I did actually use this one 9 additional times in order to pan, so I did get to 19. So it would have been out anyway this month. I was planning to get to 20 uses, but since I hit pan on 19, I stopped using it after that. So I'm very excited to have a pan in this project as well as in general, and I will be able to roll this one out. The remaining eyeshadows have been in since the beginning of the year, so let's stick with the second one that is in this palette, which is the shadow Work It. I rolled this one in for a shadow starting with W, and like I said, it's been in for 1 month now, and this is where this eyeshadow is today. So hopefully you can see that there is a little bit of usage on it, but no like massive dip or anything, and I have used this one 7 times. I actually really like this eyeshadow. I have been panning a lot of different transition shades, so it's not been the easiest to reach for every single day. However, I am getting more into warm tones now, and I think this one is going to be really nice to use that way. So I'm sure I will be able to use this a lot next month, and my goal is to reach my 20 uses on this one next month. I don't think I will be able to hit pan on this one, because with this one here it took me 19 uses, and I used more of a kind of like narrow brush with this one, which means that I can narrow down the dip more central, whereas with this one it's more kind of a fluffy brush, which also means that I won't get a specific dip. So we'll see how it goes, but I need 13 more uses or pan to roll that one out, and that is Work It. And there you have the swatches of those 2 eyeshadows. We have ICYMI and Work It, and again the top one is rolling out and the second one is staying in, which I have swatched on this hand. The next eyeshadow I have to work on is another one, again, that's been in for 1 month, and I rolled this one in for Random Color Generator. I'm not sure if I still have the photo of the random color, but if so I will insert it now. And the color I rolled in for this was a shadow from Terra Moons in the shade Crimson Eclipse, and that one looks like this. So again, it was almost brand new when I rolled it in. I think I might have used it once or twice, but since last month I have reached for this one 4 times, and this is where it is today. So you can see there it has been used. It's such a beautiful duochrome. I don't know if you can see, like, it goes to that like pinky fuchsia purple shift into a gold, and then like a pinky, I don't know, it's so hard to describe, like a warmer tone pink to like that really almost purpley pink, and then a gold in Southern Lightnings too. I don't know if you can pick it up properly, but yeah, I used this one 4 times, so I have a long way to go before my 20 uses, but I do honestly think I might be able to hit pan on this one before I hit that 20 usage goal, but we just have to see. I'm currently swatching it out so you can see what it looks like. It does look quite intense in the pan, but it does sheer out quite nicely, which means that it's quite easy to work with. And again, I don't know if you can see any of the shifts, but yeah, it's a beautiful eyeshadow, and I really do love this one a lot, but it will also stay in the project. And there you have those two again are staying in, and that is my old color story. Next up we have an eyeshadow that I rolled in for an eyeshadow from your favorite palette, and even though It's really hard for me to pick a favorite palette. I decided to go with my Natasha Denona Gold palette because it is a reoccurring favorite in my collection, and it's the first thing that came to mind when I had that prompt rolled in. And I decided to roll in the shadow Lime Chrome, which looks like this at the last update or at the introduction of this eyeshadow. And yeah, it's already been used a little bit, but my goal with this one obviously was to reach with 20 times or hit pan, which it always is. I don't think I've actually mentioned that, but it has been a common theme throughout this video. But my goal is 20 uses or pan. This one looks like this today, so hopefully you can see that there is a pretty good dip in this eyeshadow, but I don't think I'm close to pan because these eyeshadow pans are very, very deep. The thing with this eyeshadow though is that I have actually used this one 19 times. I am wearing this one today on like my inner corner. I'm wearing it over like a really light blue to lighten it up a little bit, but I'm wearing it on my inner corner and slightly down here. And that is the 19th use. And I am actually pre-filming this because I have the day off today. Today is the 6th of June, which is the Swedish National Day. And although I live in the UK, I do get Swedish holidays because I do work the Swedish markets. So I'm off today. It's not really a big deal, like we don't really celebrate it that much, but you just have a day off, I guess. So I thought I would film it today, but it's not going up until the 8th. So what I have decided to do is I'm actually gonna roll this one out because I don't want to keep it in one whole month just for one more use. I mean, if I planned it better I would have had this out, but I started using this every single day for the last like week or so, and I just was one day shy of having this one rolled out, but I will use it one more time. And the picture that I'll take for the insert here will be after that 20th use. So if for some reason I was able to hit pan on this one in one more use, which I doubt because again these pans are very deep, you will be able to see it on that picture. So that is where I'm with that eyeshadow, and again I will roll it out in this update. And there you have Lime Chrome swatched out at the bottom. The last eyeshadow that I have been working on is another single eyeshadow, and I rolled this one in for an eyeshadow starting with U, and I decided to go with Cleona UV, which looked like this at the introduction. Again, I had used it but I didn't have a specific dip or anything in it, so yeah, that is what it looks like. It might be hard to see because it is more of a white shadow. It is an iridescent, and it does have a beautiful like blue shift. You've been seeing it in a lot of videos. I had a lot of people comment on that kind of glowing purple look in a lot of my videos, and that is this eyeshadow. But I have used this one 5 times since the introduction, and this is where it is today. So again, I don't know how well you'll be able to pick up the usage on this, but I have used it, and I wouldn't say I have a specific dip, but I can definitely see that it's going down a little bit. With this one, I'm not necessarily digging down in the middle. I'm just trying to use this one a bit more organically because I really do pressure my Cleona eyeshadows, and I don't want to have like eyeshadow with really like dug in dips. I mean, I'm trying to use my eyeshadows more in that way anyway now compared to when maybe I started panning a couple years ago. But yeah, with this one I have used it 5 times, so again I have 50 more uses or pan to roll this out. And again, I do believe this is one I'm going to be able to use 20 times before pan, but let me swatch it out for you. So there at the bottom you can see UV, and that again was my color story. I love this color story. It was really fun to work on, and here are the 3 that are staying in. Just to show you as well, that is UV on my finger after swatching it, and you can see like how beautiful, like it's glowing. I love this eyeshadow so much. It doesn't really have much of a shift to it. It goes maybe from like a pink to like a violet, but it's just absolutely stunning, and it's such a glowing eyeshadow. But yeah, that was my color story again, and we have 3 eyeshadows staying in and 2 rolling out. So we do have my wheel right here. I'm gonna roll in 2 prompts to work on. So we're gonna go ahead and see what I get. It could be anything. I have locked out all the ones that I've had before, so let's just go ahead and pick a new one. And we get, oh my god, black shadow. Okay then, that I guess I will work on my black. We'll see how it goes, but that is the first one. I need to decide if I want to do a shimmer black or matte black. Probably a matte black, but we'll see. That is the first one. I mean, I don't know, that's very non-summery, but we'll go with it. I'm not gonna veto it out. So let's see what the second prompt will be. An indie shadow. Okay, I'm more happy with that. So let me go ahead and pick out a black shadow and an indie shadow, and I will be back. So I'm back, and I have my color story right here. This is a little sneak peek, but let's go through the 2 eyeshadows that I rolled in. So For black eyeshadow, I initially straight away thought about a palette that I want to roll in a black eyeshadow from, because I know there's a black eyeshadow in here, and it's also a palette that I want to get more use out of, and that is my Soft Glam palette. So I decided to roll in, obviously, Noir, which is down here at the bottom. I don't have pan on it, and I feel like... Actually, I don't have pan on any of the shades in the bottom row, so I think that would be a good one to roll in. It's gonna be annoying to work on a black, if I'm being honest, but I might just use it as an eyeliner. I don't do eyeliners very often, but I might just start doing that for this next month. So either use an eyeliner brush or scrape some out to mix with your eyeliner if I want to do more of a liquid eyeliner. But we'll see how I go. That is the first eyeshadow. I mean, it should hopefully be easy to use it 20 times, but yeah, it's just annoying because I don't really want to work on dark shadows right now. And again, that is that right there. I used it like a light swatch. I swatch with my left hand, so it's not the easiest, but yeah, that is Noir. Then for Indie Shimmer, I've started doing some indie eyeshadow collection, like single shadow swatch videos recently. So I've been swatching out a couple, and there was one brand that I have actually already posted that I thought that when I swatched them out, I thought I really love these eyeshadows. They're nice, they're all kind of very neutral-ish, like neutral adjacent kind of shadows. They all kind of are easy to reach for every day, and I want to show them more love, and that is my Glam Shop collection. So I've decided to roll in one of my Glam Shop eyeshadows, and that is this one here called Bombay, which is a beautiful duochrome. It goes from like a pink to gold with like a bronzy or like a light bronzy base. It's absolutely stunning, and these are the type of shadows that I love reaching for in summer. I did swatch it down here so you can see what it looks like. Don't know if you'll be able to pick up the shift at all, but yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I can show you the shifts like this. I don't know if you can. Maybe a little bit, you can see the shifts there. But those again are the full swatches, and it's quite similar to my last color story. I have replaced this one here, Lime Chrome, with the new one here. So they're not exactly the same, but they are similar, I would say. They have like, both of them have like a similar goldy green shift, to be honest. And they both go into pinks actually, but this one has the main shift of pink and they kind of golden green as an accent, whereas this one is almost the other way around. And this one is also more sparkly. But I'm excited about this new color story. I'm not sure about the black, but I am sure I will be able to get it to work. I know I can work it with Crimson Eclipse, and I also think I can use it a lot with the new one, Bombay, and I think those two together can just create a really beautiful look. And again, I can incorporate Crimson Eclipse too if I want. And then yeah, the black I can use as an eyeliner or use to smoke out my outer corner or my crease. And then UV I can easily use as a mini corner shadow or all over the lid. So I'm excited for this new color story, and that is it for today, you guys. Make sure to check out Laney down below. She's again the creator of the prompt list that I used in this project. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.